Now then, Farrell Smith, George Sampson, Paul Potts. It can only mean Britain's Got Talent. It is back on our screens on the 11th, which is a week on Saturday, and Amanda Holden is here with us. Good morning.
You forgot to say gorgeous judge.
I've said that earlier. I was going to come and do all the other exciting things.
Especially as well.
Just because Amanda came in this morning and insisted it was put in.
Yes.
I decided to take it out and I was going to do it. How are you?
I'm brilliant, thank you. I don't know how you do it. I know everyone comes on and says I don't know how you get up, but I slept this morning. I nearly died.
Small children. We had an interesting conversation about whether Kate was having a girl or a boy.
Yes.
She's going to have a boy.
Can
we say why we think you're going to have a boy?
I think I might be a bit saucy. It's a bit saucy.
Because she's been very busy, so as a working mummy, we all know when you're very busy and you've already got another child that you kind of let your husband down a little bit.
They'll be lovely.
That could be anything from lack of bacon sandwiches to anything else, couldn't it? It could be anything.
So we've established that. We've talked potty training. We've talked life and stuff. So we actually need to get on to work, which is the new series.
Yes.
Which you guys end up doing I know how it works with the audition process. You started such a long time, April? Or?
We started in January. We do that for a month. We're on the road for a month. We kind of visit all the main cities in England and, well, Britain, in Scotland as well. And then we just do a culling, and we've already picked off top 40 acts, and it starts on Saturday the 11th of April.
Which is how it comes round so fast suddenly, doesn't it?
It really flies round, yeah.
And now, I was reading in the newspaper that there's a group called Flawless that appear to be...
Stunning.
...the ones to be looking for this year.
Absolutely stunning. Not just them, there's another group called Evanescence, and there's two others, actually, whose names have slipped my mind. They are very good street dancers. I think ever since George Sampson came on the show, the level of dance has gone through the roof too.
So having George win, and then the success that he's had. This was when he went into the Hoods, which was a musical in the West End.
Yeah,
that's really sort of pricked the attention of the other dancers.
It's woken all the people up in the rest of the country. Yeah, and the level of dance has gone through the roof, and particularly street dance and all the whole body popping and rocking and locking.
Is that what that is?
Locking. Locking, it's called.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not very good.
That looks like fitting.
Piers is genius. Yeah. That's just my general workout. Sofa work.
It works. So the dance has been great.
Fantastic.
How about the singers? Because obviously it was Paul Potts the first year and Farrell last year.
We've had great singers. I mean, amazing, again, children singing. There could be a whole show in this devoted to just the youth in this country. It's an unbelievable level of talent. But, of course, I never particularly want a singer to win because it's not X Factor. But saying that, we've got some great singers. Got a couple of families, really lovely little girl.
Isn't Simon quite keen to have a singer win though? Because he can just he can
make that work straight away. Yeah, but it's proved that that George has worked. So actually, I think there's room for a dance troupe to win it. I remember when I was growing up, there was Legs and Co and Hop Gossip, all of those kinds of things, and I think there's a gap now in the market, commercially and everywhere.
And everyone loves dance, I mean, Strictly, and everyone loves all dancing now. It's great to see more of it, isn't it? Yeah.
So I just can't wait for it to start.
Clearly, it all started with quite a lot of hoo-ha because of the whole Kelly Brook thing. Kelly was brought in, and then within a few days she'd been sacked, or she'd been dumped, or something had happened. and reading around the subject, I mean, it's no fault of Kelly's, obviously, because she was brought in and then apparently didn't work. But for you guys, it must have been quite difficult because none of you knew.
None of us knew, which has obviously been written before, so that was a bit of a shocker. But when we got used to it, it was completely fine when it was explained to us that, they were just trying to kind of keep momentum going and keep it all working. It was great. The only reason it didn't work, and it's not just a press line, is because of the buzzers. Because if you have 2 yeses and 2 nos, you're looking at 2 crosses and 2 blanks, and then you go, well, how does this work?
So who has the deciding vote?
So had Simon not thought that through? I mean, is that kind of like...
I don't know if it was specifically Simon. I think it was just everybody as a whole. So whoever would have been that 4th judge would not have stayed.
It must have been quite difficult for Kelly, though, because she's come in, which a great job show to get involved with.
Profile,
but then suddenly, within such a short space of time, for it all to be over as well.
I know. She's done really well. She's kept her head down and just kind of risen above all of the attention and just been very graceful and dignified about the whole thing and gone back to LA, which I'm sure she'll do really well over there doing something. But yeah, no, it wasn't great. It wasn't nice.
It's lovely to see you, Amanda. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we're really looking forward to the start, obviously, of Britain's Got Talent, and look forward to seeing Big Top when it comes out.
Hooray! Please watch it.
There we go.